2,000 English words learned. 7 in IELTS for writing. 200 hours of Netflix with English subtitles. But nobody understands what you say in English. Hi, my name's Damien Herlihy, and I'm the English sledgehammer that smashes down language barriers. If this is your first time here, well, this channel is all about helping you take off your mask in English. And today I've got a special treat because I'm going to give you 5 tips to improve your English pronunciation. With a little bit of help from Pronunciation Panda, of course. Before you start talking in English, warm up your voice. Just like with any other physical activity, to perform at your best, you need to warm up. Now, in English, you'll be warming up your facial muscles, and that includes all things like your lips, teeth, tongue, jaw, voice box, nose, and maybe a few others that I've forgotten. But you warm up all these parts together, and then you're more likely to perform better when you speak in English. Now, I've already devised a complete study routine with Pronunciation Panda. You can find it here. I think if you do this warm-up routine before you do some speaking, you'll find it a lot easier to hit those difficult vowels or consonant sounds in English. Get warming up. Now, I absolutely love the Phonemic Chart, but I know a lot of students also hate it because they think, look, why do I have to learn another bloody alphabet? I've already learnt one, why do I need to learn this other one with lots of weird symbols on it? Or they also think, I can just use my online dictionary and listen to it that way. I don't need this phonemic spelling. But the Phonemic Chart is a lot more than just that. It is like a map of the mouth. It gives you the precise locations of how to find those sounds in your mouth. So let me show you a few secrets of this chart. All right, let's start with the vowel box on the top left corner. This box is organized so it's showing you the position of your mouth and tongue. So, for example, if we go from E, I, U, oo, you notice your lips are going from spread to rounded. Well, if you go down from E, E, A, you notice your mouth is opening wider and wider. All right, let's move to the top line of the consonant box. Here we've got P, B, T, D, Ch, J, K, G. Now these are all called plosive sounds, so they're like small explosions in your mouth. You're stopping the air and releasing. And once again, it's showing you the position of your mouth. You're starting at the front of your mouth with P and B, which is with your lips, going all the way to your back of your mouth, which is K and G, which is the back of your tongue blocking the air from releasing. Another interesting thing is all these sounds are paired. So P and B, it's the same position of the mouth. The only difference is P, you're using air, or B, you're using your voice box. And this pattern repeats with the sounds as you go across. So T, D, your tongue is behind your teeth along the alveolar ridge, and T is air, D is voice box. And then you go Ch, J, and K, G, and it follows the same pattern. All right, the last thing I'll show you in this quick tour of the Phonemic Chart, you can see in the top right-hand corner, there's those 2 little dots. Those 2 dots are all about stress. So where you put the stress in a word. So if you look in a dictionary, you'll see those 2 markers. You can have primary or secondary stress. So for example, technology, so the stress would go on null, and if you look in the dictionary you'll see there's that little marker there. And then you also have the arrows, and that's all about intonation, the la-di-da-di-da-di-da of English. So you can see tied up in this whole chart, you have individual sounds, you have word level pronunciation, and then you also have sentence and conversation level pronunciation techniques. Pretty cool, right? If you look in the description below, I've left some great links to help you learn the phonemic chart by yourself. But if you think you'd like a little bit more help, leave a comment asking for me to do some more videos about the phonemic chart. Once you know the chart, you can then take sound journeys, like pronunciation holidays for your mouth. The magic of the chart is that you can use different sounds to find other sounds. So for example, if you have a problem with or which is quite difficult to a lot of speakers of English, you can use other sounds like and to find that sound in your mouth. So, are you ready to go on holiday? Okay, let's go on a holiday to the sound To get there, we need to stop at two places, and First of all, I want you to get your tongue into position of but don't make any sound. Just put your tongue into the position. Okay, now let's make the sound. So you probably notice no air comes out. All right, it's pretty easy to get from to l. It's all about dropping the sides of your tongue down. So just get back into position and slowly lower the two sides of your tongue down. And that noise, that annoying noise, is if you suck air back in, you should feel air run over the sides of your tongue now. Also, if you held your nose, the L sound would still be able to come out. Well, with if you hold your nose for N, you stop all noise. All right, let's go on to our next journey. So this is getting from to R. So once again, start with and now leave the side of your tongue. Don't drop them down like with ul, but this time just curve the tip of your tongue up and go and pull it back. So so it's sort of like the opposite of ul. Instead of lowering the sides of your tongue, you're pulling the tip of your tongue back, and it's not touching the roof of your mouth. So let's do one more journey in this sound and move between ul, All right, let's have a look inside Pronunciation Panda's head, and you do the sounds with me and see if you can go on this journey from ul, r. Okay, let's get traveling.
Anna, alla, ara.
A special thanks to Adrian Underhill and his blog Sound Foundations, where I got a lot of these ideas about journeys from. Moving from the individual sound level to the sentence level, shadowing can be a good technique to improve your pronunciation. Just like your shadow follows you wherever you go, in shadowing, you're following the voice of an expert speaker in English. To get the most out of this technique, keep a pronunciation log of all your problem sounds or words. And then, when you come back to your computer or smart device, you can then use this shadowing technique. You can find short clips of people using your problem sound, for example, and you can then shadow them as they speak. Also, it's good to record your voice and then compare. Two good tools to do this online are PlayPhraseMe and Vocaroo. Let's go take a look. What I've come to realise, I really like you, Marla. Really like to help with the trial. I really like your new house. I'd like to come.
Wonderful. Could I bring somebody?
I really like you, Charlie.
Just you cracked this up.
So you really like it? Use a tool like Lyrics Training. This tool is a web-based app which allows you to listen to songs and fill in the missing words. Now you're probably thinking, why am I doing a listening activity when I want to improve my pronunciation? Well, the reason is listening and pronunciation are very, very tightly linked. Countless times in the classroom, I've seen students who can't hear a sound means they can't also say the sound. So if you can find sounds, and once again keep them in your pronunciation log that you can't hear, these are probably sounds you will also need to work on with your pronunciation. So yeah, listen to these songs in Lyrics Training, find out the problem sounds you have with listening, and then once again, practice saying those sounds, and eventually you'll get better with your pronunciation as well as your listening. And then one more thing you can do, you can then specifically find songs that include your problem sound. So for example, maybe you have a problem with ch. So a good song for that, one of my favourites by David Bowie is changes, now the time has come, changes, God may change me, but you can't change time. Oh, okay, sorry about that, but you get the idea. Look in the description and you'll also have some links to help you find those kind of lyrics that might help you. Change your name. Now, many years ago, I once had a student who had a particular problem differentiating or saying the different sounds of "ul" and So they actually changed their name to an English name which included both of those sounds. So whenever they had to introduce themselves or say their name, they were forcing themselves to practice those problem sounds. So here's a little activity for you. What sounds do you have problems with? And then think of an English name that includes those sounds, and then leave your new English name in the comments. So 5 pronunciation tips. There you have it. Start using them today to smash down some pronunciation barriers. And remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Remember to sledgehammer that subscribe button, hit that bell for reminders, and most importantly, start smashing English language barriers today.